I know you have probably seen these super detailed character animations, but you didn't know how to make them. But let me tell you that it's actually super simple and I'm going to teach it to you today. So first of all you have to do is simply import your character or your picture inside of Photoshop. Now try to mask out your main subject. So I'm going to do just that. Once your subject has been selected, what you're going to have to do is simply click on Ctrl C, then Ctrl V to put it into another separate layer. So now what you're going to have to do is simply select your character with a rough selection. Just select around it like that. Now what you're going to have to do is simply click on Generative Fill right there and click on Generate. This will essentially delete the character from the background. Alright, now you can merge it down with the main background, and as you can see, the subject is separated from the background. Now what you're gonna have to do is simply focus on the character. So before doing anything, you gotta plan an animation with your character. So what I want my character to do is simply move his hand, blink, and have their hair blowing away in the wind. So in order to have all of that in my animation, I'll need to have a separated layer of the arm, each strands of hair, and the eyes. And I think it will be enough for my animation. So now what I'm going to do is simply select the arm first. This is a rough selection, as you can see. Then I'm going to simply copy and paste it into another layer. And now what I'm going to do is simply complete the arm simply by doing a selection like this and clicking on Generative Fill. Okay, now so what you can do is simply put the layer underneath your character. So now when I want to move the end, it's gonna be seamless. Now what I'm gonna do is simply delete the arm from the original picture because we don't need it anymore. Now what I'm going to do is simply take care of the eyes for the blinking, and essentially what I'm going to do is simply take these parts right there, Ctrl C and Ctrl V, and now I'm simply going to extrude them like that. It looks weird right now, but we're going to polish it. So I'll take this stump tool, I'll just try to clean it up a little bit. Yeah. And with my brush, I'm gonna try to make some eyelids like this, and I'll duplicate this result for the other eye so it can look something like that. Right, and I'm simply gonna make the edges a little bit less harsh by simply putting the hardness of my eraser down and making it like that. So now I'll start working with the hair. So I'm simply gonna separate hair from the character. So it's the same process of separating the arm, but I'm gonna do this with each strands of hair. So I'll do it for this one, and then I'm gonna simply speed up the process for the other strands. So as you can see, I'm just simply selecting the hair like that. I'm duplicating it into another layer. See if the mask is okay. Then what I'm going to do is simply go back to my original character and delete the hair from this layer. You can clean up the mess, and as you can see, you got one strand of hair that has been separated. Now just do the same for the rest. So once you're done with the separation of everything, what you can do is simply save your project and simply import it inside of After Effects. So import it like so. I'll simply just make it scaled up like this so you can fill up the screen. Now as you can see, all of your layers are right there. And now what you can do is simply start by animating your character. So I'll start with the end right there. So what I want to do essentially is to make it rotate like that. But as you can see, the rotation is doing some nonsense. So in order to fix that, what you're gonna have to do is simply change the anchor point's position. So simply click on that button right there, put the anchor point right there, and the rotation will be based off the position of the anchor point. So now the rotation is a little bit more natural. So if I played it with the old illustration, it looks a lot more smoother. So I'll just scale it up a little bit like that. Now I'm going to simply pull out my keyframes for the rotation. So I'm going to click on R, and I'm simply going to add 2 keyframes, and on the first keyframe I'm simply gonna put the end like that. Okay, so now I can simply select all of my keyframes and click on F9, and I can simply loop this animation all over again. But I'm simply gonna keep it simple, so I'm not gonna do that. Now the next thing that I'll do is simply try to animate the eyes blinking. It might seem hard to do, but it's really not. So simply take an eyelid, as you can see, and then what you're gonna search for in the effects and presets search bar is liquify. Simply apply it to the eyelid. Now what you're gonna have to do is simply try to distort it into a natural lid shape that is not blinked yet, like that. And now with the distortion percentage, what you're gonna have to do is simply put it at 0 to make it blink, and put it at 100% to make it unblinked. So that's basically what you're gonna have to do in your keyframes in order to simulate a blinking animation. So click on this clock right there, then click on U. So now what you're gonna have to do is simply make 3 keyframes really close from each other, and at the middle of these keyframes, what you're gonna have to do is simply put the distortion percentage at 0, like that. As you can see, you got a blinking animation, but you can also put these keyframes a lot closer to each other for more natural blinking. Now you can simply spam it up all over your timeline. Now I'm simply gonna do the same for the second eyelid. Now what I'm gonna do is simply start with the hair animation. So I'm gonna take a hair strand. I'm simply gonna pick the pin tool, and then what I'm gonna do is simply put a pin at the root of the hair. Then I'm simply gonna add pins to the rest of the hair. Then I'm gonna go to Files, Scripts. Then I'm gonna run a hair rig script that is totally free. Link will be in the description. Simply go ahead and click on Run, and it will give you a cool hair animation. And you can also modify the way you want it to be, so you can change the frequency. So I'm going to put it a little bit slower, and I'm going to do this for the second strand. So this is what it looks like without the final touch, but I'm going to add something. So what I'm going to do is simply pre-comp every single pieces of my character. So I'm going to simply select every single pieces and click on Ctrl-Shift-C. Then what I'm going to do is simply go ahead and puppet pin everything. So I'm going to start with the head, then with the rest of the body like that, and I'm going to make sure everything is really pinned like I want it to be. Okay, and now what I can do is simply animate my character with the pins to make it do some realistic movements. And as you can see, the character animation is done. It was really simple and easy to do. And as you can see, I made the things separately, but it's not a big deal. But you get the original idea. It was actually really simple and easy to do. So if you guys enjoyed this video and want to know more about how I animate my hair strands and animations, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you guys want to know more about hair animation, I suggest you heavily to watch this video right there, and I'll see you guys there.